This is a video showing you how to JAMSYNC timecode into the FX6 camera using the Zoom F6 mixer. If you turn the mixer on and the set date and time window comes up, please just set the correct date and time. Likewise, if you turn on the camera and the date and time window comes up, please set the date and time correctly on the camera as well. We will be syncing the time codes together separately, but it's still a good idea to make sure you have the correct date and time so that your metadata timestamps are correct. First, we have to enable the correct settings on the F6 mixer. So we go into the timecode menu and we go to mode. Select mode again. And we have three options here. We've got internal free run, we've got internal record run, and we have internal RTC run. There are several types of timecode: free running, which is permanently running timecode; record running, which only runs when you press record; or time of day, or RTC, real-time clock timecode, which is also synced to the correct time of day. We are using time of day because we feel it gives you a better indication of when each shot was recorded, which is more helpful when you're organizing your footage. That's the timecode that we want to use, so we'll select internal RTC run and then go back and make sure that TC out is on always, and then back again. And we also need to make sure the FPS, or frames per second, is set to 25 ND. 25 has to match the camera, essentially. We always tell you to set to 25 frames a second, so the mixer should also be set to 25 frames a second. Then we scroll down to the bottom to start TC, and make sure again that the mode is set to RTC, real-time clock. And now let's move on to the camera. And now with the FX6, we need to enable the correct settings as well. So we go into the camera menu, which is the long press menu. So press the menu button and hold it for a couple of seconds. Then scroll down to TC Media, select timecode, and just make sure the mode is set to preset. We're actually sending timecode from the mixer to the camera. As long as we're set to preset, the rest of the settings don't really matter at this stage. To actually sync the two machines together, you need to use these two cables. One has a mini jack plug on one end and a double mini jack socket on the other end. The other has a mini jack plug on one end and an SDI plug on the other end. Make sure you plug the mini jack from the SDI cable into the ring or the red socket on the other cable. On the right-hand side of the mixer, you will see two mini jack sockets. The left one is for the headphones, and the one on the right is for the timecode. Take the cable that we've just plugged together, we plug the mini jack into the right-hand timecode sync side, then we plug the SDI end into the camera. There's one more setting that we need to get right on the camera, which is a little switch on the back of the camera. It says TC in, out, and the switch needs to be set to in. Now we plug the other end of the cable, the SDI end of the cable, into the TC SDI. Just like so. Please ensure you get the correct connectors and sockets on both machines, otherwise this will not work. Okay, so remember, it's the mini jack on the right-hand side on the mixer and the SDI on the bottom on the camera. In the bottom left-hand corner of the camera screen is the timecode Currently it's free running timecode. The second that we make the connection between the camera and the mixer, the timecode is jam-synced. The two timecodes will then match to time of day. Double check that the timecode is actually synced up by placing the camera and mixer together and just looking at the timecode, making sure that it's running at the same time. Look out for the video on how to sync your separate sound and video from the FX6 and F6 in post using Resolve's auto sync function. Thanks for watching. Please see our University of Bristol FTV YouTube site for all our in-house technical training videos, plus more curated playlists. Thank you.